Hey y'all, how's it going? I'm trading the ES futures on a 2000 tick chart with a 21 EMA. So I've got the overnight highs up here, overnight lows down here. Those are our key levels for the day. So 8 o'clock is around this area right here. That's when I started trading. This breakout right here actually is before 8:30, but clearly it held better here. So that's where I left the overnight level. So this trade right here is based on this first attempt to break out, second attempt to break out, failure, because price will try to do things twice before giving up, generally speaking. That's how you get two-legged pullbacks. And so here, after we rejected the first time, we push lower. We have this correction here. Then after we started pushing down here, then we can see that this measured move is likely in play. And so there was also this first entry long, second entry long failure. So it is a failed second entry, but the main point of the trade is that you have this clear attempt to break out here, and then you have a second attempt to break out, and then it rushes below the EMA, it holds below, so you can expect it to fail. And so a target before that measured move right there, also just getting out before this uptrend low, which ended up just pushing straight through it, but you don't know it's going to do that. You know, it held at first. You have this green bar here, but it did just push straight through. So we push lower, we correct, we don't quite reach the EMA, which we do need it to reach the EMA, otherwise we can't safely enter a trade. And we push lower here, we get congestive, so notice these legs down here. On a big picture, it's just one leg down, because price action levels do get bigger as time goes on. So we have one leg down here, we break, and then we start pushing down a second time. And this right here, it looks kind of like a repeat pattern of this. It's not quite, because this leg right here is a lot bigger than this leg, but we have a strong push down and then a couple smaller legs there. Same thing with this right here. So it looks kind of like a repeat pattern. It's not quite, but hopefully you can see what I'm talking about there. It looks very similar, which repeat patterns do add probability to the trades because traders will notice them and they'll trade based off of them. It is a concept that people trade based on because they've proven time and time again. You can go back any day of the chart, any time frame, and notice repeat patterns. They do add probability. So notice here we have uptrend, break, first attempt higher, second attempt higher, and failure. And so we have this large measured move in play right here. Failed second entry. Clearly we have this first attempt at a new high, second attempt at a new high for this uptrend break, because when uptrends, when they get a break, they'll try to make a new high. And just like the two attempts to break out here failing, it'll make two attempts to make a new high, and then if you can't make it, you'll likely catch a failure trade. And so that's what this is. This is a failure to make a new high. We have this large measured move in play, which absolutely helps us out with this trade right here. So that's why I like that trade so much. Anyway, so we push lower here, and also I was thinking because we have this spike up here, we could get a similar spike back down as a symmetry trade. So we push lower here, we correct again. Now, I do want to talk about this second entry here, this first entry short, second entry short. I started drawing this range kind of early, so I kind of viewed this as congestion, but this trade really doesn't look that bad. So that second entry short, someone was asking me about it. I do actually think it looks all right, but it was kind of getting choppy, and then after you bounce right here and make that double bottom and then start getting multiple bars chopping sideways right here, I would get out. So, I think after you see that, I would just get out. But it's not the best looking trade because it's getting kind of choppy, but it's not too bad. But if price struggles to push through like this, then I would just get out at break even. So that's why I avoided that right there. But we push lower here, so we're making this second leg down. After we have this failure here, it's clear that we're making a second leg down right here. We reach that measured move right there. Notice measured move. As soon as we reach it, we immediately start reversing higher. And that's where it led to this right here, because a measured move is a reversal area, and so we were clearly struggling to get above the EMA. Now we would push above, but we would push right back below even stronger, and so we push above again, we push back below a little bit stronger right there. And so I viewed this right here as first entry long, second entry long failure. I was thinking we could retest this measured move level, but it's kind of one of those areas where it looks good to go long and short at the same time, because it looks good to go long because you reach that measured move level, you can expect a reversal. But it looks good to go short because it's unable to really get above the EMA, and every time it does, it just pushes back really hard. So this is one of those times where you should just sit on your hands. What would have been best is, if the EMA had actually held really clearly, and then we could have gotten a nice reversal higher. which, considering the context, this major measured movement, I really shouldn't have been looking to go short at all. Going long right here. Going long right here would have been a better option. I'm not just saying that because it won. I'm saying that because it's at a major measured move level. So I kind of jumped the gun on this, and you just got to be careful and stuff like that. Or there it is right there. So anyway, we push hard here. We hold on the EMA. We push up. We hold again. It's not really a clear entry. It's just a first entry right there. It's not really a failed second entry because this right here is a failed second entry from here. So that would be kind of arbitrarily starting it from a random point in the tick count right there. So I don't really like that long right there. We kind of just push up here. I don't see any clear entries, and I had the range the trend like this. So the trend was like this. I was gonna see how it held. So we had these two right here, these two on the lows, and we just kind of broke. So we were in this uptrend, we broke, and we start pushing down to a new low. What I was wanting was a clear failed second entry down, but we kind of just started pushing down. It kind of got choppy right here. I didn't like this lower high because it got choppy. But what I was hoping for was a reversal pattern down, which we didn't get until here. So you'll see first entry long, second entry long, failure, except that's basically just one push straight down right there. There's no clear separation of the legs. It's just one leg down. What I'd like to see is push down, correction, push down, correction, and then that would be a good looking failed second entry, but it just kind of went straight down there. So we push lower, we start getting congestive right here, and I missed out on this trade because I was just out of the room, but I noticed someone in the Discord got this, or they were talking about it. So we have first entry short, second entry short. We're clearly off these range highs. We're going sideways right here. Now, what I would try to do is I would try to get out before or at the range lows here. So you would need a limit order. If you would enter with a stop order, you'd be pushing it kind of far out. So I would just use a limit order on this right here. But yeah, it's a pretty decent looking trade. You got first entry short, second entry short. It's below the EMA, below this trend right here, below this range line right here. And, as soon as we broke, we just plummeted straight down. You can expect a possible second leg, at least to retest the previous measured move level. So that's why I like that trade right there. I wish I was able to get in on that. And then here we have this lower high right here because there's really no room to the lows right there. So, let me just draw this for a visual. You'd have to push it pretty far out. There's no reason to enter that. Just not a safe trade to take. We push lower here, we start getting congestive, we keep pushing lower, we're not reaching the EMA, and then here we just reached the EMA. First entry, not good enough. We need to see two legs back. And we're also breaking out of the overnight low at this point, so we can expect a couple. What I would want to see here after breaking out of the overnight low is two clear legs like this. So if we can get another leg like this, first attempt to fade, I didn't mean to move that. First attempt to fade, second attempt to fade, failure, then that would look really good. Or even because the trend is like this now. Let me just adjust this back really quick. Another good, if we don't see that, what I'd like to see is a clear reversal pattern higher. See, push up here. So say that we get another leg up on a big picture, it'd be one leg. Then we get it to clear, two legs trying to break out, and then catching the failure to break out, which is the reversal pattern to fade the range. And so yeah, that's basically what I would be looking for. I'm done for the day, so I'm not going to be waiting around for that. But anyway, if you're still trading, I would keep a lookout for either one of those two things to happen. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this video helped in some way. Hope it was entertaining. And yep, have a good day.